So here's our review. So on the first one, it says we're going to solve a system using substitution. Okay. So when you're doing substitution, you want to solve one of them for one variable, plug it into the other, solve the one variable, plug it back into the original, get the second variable. Okay. So if we know y equals this, then we can put that right there. Okay. So I'm going to put 3x plus, and instead of y, I'm going to put negative 2x equals negative 6. Okay, do you see how I replace y with what y equals? Okay. So what is 3x plus a negative 2x, or 3 minus 2? 1. So x equals negative 6. That's it for that. Okay. Now what we're going to do is take that, and I'm going to take that original equation, y equals negative 2x. I'm going to put that right there. Okay. So y equals negative 2 times negative 6. So that means y equals 12. All right. So I have an x, I have a y. So I write it as x comma y. Negative 6 comma 12. Now remember, you can check with menu 3, 2. So if I pull up my calculator, I go to a new document, don't save, number 1, menu 3, and then you're going to press 2, and make sure you click 2 equations, and you just type these in. So on the top, I'm going to put in 3x plus y equals negative 6. Go down, and then y equals negative 2x. Hit enter. Yours will say negative 6 comma 12. Mine says it like this, but you get the answer. I've checked it with menu 3, 2. Okay, please do that. Make sure you have the right answer. All right. Now, B is going to be a little bit harder because neither of these equations are solved for y. Okay. So let's go ahead and solve one of these for y. All right, so I'm going to take this one, 3x plus 2y equals 18. To solve for y, I need to get rid of this positive 3x, so I'm going to subtract 3x. Oops. On this side and on this side. These cancel out. Please remember, 18 minus 3x is not 15 or anything like that. This goes in front. The mx goes in front of the b. So bring down 2y equals negative 3x plus 18. Last step, to get rid of that 2 in front of y, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. The 2's cancel here. So now I have what y equals. It's negative 3 over 2x plus, and then 18 over 2 is 9. Okay, all that work to find what y equals. Now I gotta plug that in on the other equation where I see y. So let's write it. Negative 2x plus 4, and then instead of y, I'm going to put all of this in parentheses. Negative 3 over 2x plus 9, and then equals 52. Okay, I know that looks complicated with that fraction, and it's kind of long, but please remember, when you have parentheses, you have to distribute 4 times this, and then 4 times 9. Okay, so 4 times negative 3 over 2. You could do that in your calculator real quick. 4 times negative 3 over 2. You end up getting negative 6. So negative 6. Don't forget the x. And then 4 times 9 is 36. bring down negative 2x, bring down equals 52. Okay, and then we got to start combining like terms. I got a negative 2x minus 6x gives me negative 8x. Bring down plus 36 equals 52. Okay, and then I need to get rid of the loner, 36, so I subtract 36. That gives me negative 8x equals 16. And then divide by negative 8. Divide by negative 8. All that work to get x equals negative 2, and we're not even done because that's just x. Okay. So I'm going to rewrite that first equation. Okay. 3x plus 2y. What just happened? Plus 2y equals 18. And if I know x equals negative 2, then I'm going to put negative 2 right there. 3 times negative 2 plus 2y equals 18. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. I'm going to get rid of my loner negative 6 by adding 6. And that gives me 24. And then divide by 2. Y is 12. So after all that, we got x is negative 2, y is 12. So negative 2, comma 12. Please remember that you can also check it with menu 3-2, just like we did on number 1. So let's go ahead and do that. Menu 3, you're going to press 2, hit OK. Let's type it in. 3x plus 2y equals 18. Negative 2x plus 4y equals 52. Negative 212 checks out. Okay. All right, that's substitution. Now, number 2, what is the solution to this system? Now, okay. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a plus sign right here. There's not supposed to be a underline. In math, usually that matters. So, but anyways, how can we find the solution of a 3-variable system of equations? Sorry. Well, we need to get all of these. We can do it a couple different ways. Okay, you could do menu 3-2. Oh, menu 3-2. Make sure you do 3 equations, which we'll do that eventually. But let's try this with the matrix. Okay, so if we do it with matrices. Matrix. Okay, the first equation is xyz equals a constant. The second equation is xyz equals a constant, but the third equation is not xyz equals a constant. Okay, so I'm gonna take this right here. I need to solve this thing correctly. Okay, so I need to the constant, the minus 12. I need to actually move it to the right side by doing the opposite. So plus 12 plus 12. So I have 5y equals negative x minus 4z plus 12. Okay, those do not combine. And then now I need to move the x and the z over to the left. So I'm going to add x. Hello. I'm going to add x and then add 4z. So I'm going to add x and then add 4z. So I'm left with x, it's a positive, plus 5y, plus 4z equals 12. Okay, so when I'm thinking of my equations, I'm thinking of this one, and now this one. Okay. Those are my three equations. Okay. Now I want to type these out as a matrix. Okay. So let's underline these coefficients. I got 3, I got 1, I got 5. I got -3, I got 5, and I got 6. I got 1, 5, and 4. So my matrix would be 3, 1, 5, -3, 5, 6, and then 1, 5, 4. If you remember, it's that 3 by 3 matrix inverse with a little -1 times the 3 by 1 constant matrix, which is going to be -6, 20, and 12. So how do you do that? Menu 7, 1, 1 for matrix. So menu 7, 1, 1. I need to make this a 3 by 3. So hit 3, tab 3. It's tapping in 3, 3, tab 1, tab 5. -3, tab 5, tab 6. 1, tab 5, tab 4. Okay, I go to the right and I hit caret -1. I go to the right and now I'm going to do menu 711 again. I need to do a 3 tab 1, 3 by 1 matrix, and then -6 tab 20 tab 12. If I type it in correctly, right? Let's see if there's a way to do this correctly here. Oh my gosh. No, stop. Okay, oh my gosh, why is it freaking out? I'm so sorry. This program is crazy. Okay, so this is probably supposed to be a positive. Oh, screen. Can we just? Okay. Okay, that's supposed to be the answer. So this 3 is supposed to be a positive, and I don't know why this 3 is negative right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, if you did it the way that it was typed out, okay, you get a bunch of ugly fractions. Okay, so -9/4, 13/4, -1/2. For the equations given, this is the answer. Usually we don't like to give these ugly fractions, so I'm thinking that whoever made this review was supposed to make this original number right here a positive, because when you do that, it's nice and nice. But anyways, that's the answers. If you do menu 3-2, you get the same thing. Okay. So again, if I go here, menu 3, you press 2. Now you have to make it a 3 equation, okay, x, y, z. And if you type that in really quick, and this time you can just put in the original equation. You don't have to solve anything. My bad. So minus 4z. Okay, there's the answers that we got. If you type it in correctly, okay. Again, this was an ugly problem. We got to move on. So, next one. Which of the following graphs matches the system? Okay. So please remember when you're graphing mx plus b, graph the b first, then rise over run. Okay. So on this one, let's go ahead and see which one has a point at -2 and then it rises 2, runs 3. Okay, these all look like they have the right lines. The question is, what about the type of line? Okay, so if it is less than, then that means it's dashed. It's dashed and shaded below. And then this one is going to be solid and shaded below. Okay, so this needs to be dashed, so that's good. Dashed, that's good. All right, it can't be C because of this. Okay, cool. And then it has to be shaded below that one. So below here, yes. Below here, yes. Not below here, wrong. Okay. Now the other one, -x plus 1, it hits through 1, it goes down 1 over 1, so that's good. So it needs to be a solid line, and I can already see letter B, that is not a solid line. Shaded below, solid line, shaded below. A is perfect, okay? So make sure you look at these inequalities and you know less than is below, greater than is above, and then underlined is solid, not underlined is dashed. All right. Number 4, which of the following coordinate pairs is a solution to the system of inequalities graphed? Okay, remember, solution is it's in the double shaded area. Or it's on a solid line, but it is not on a dashed line. Very important rules. Okay, so start with 0, 0. Put a point there. Is that in the double shaded area? No. 5, 0. Is that in the double shaded area? No. 4, 1. Right there. Nice. Exactly in that shaded area. Very good. 2, 2. Now, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is on the dashed line. Dashed is a no. Very important. Cannot be undashed. 1, 0. Right here. It's on the edge, but it's a solid line. That's a yes. And 5, 2 is also on the dashed line. That's going to be a solid no. Okay. So make sure you know it's in the double shaded area. It can be on a solid line, even on 2 solid lines, but it cannot be on any dashed lines. You work at most 40 hours next week. You need to earn at least $100 to cover your weekly expenses. Okay. So your dog walking company, let's say X is hours dog walking, and your job is a car wash attendant. So we'll say Y is hours car washing. Okay. This is what we did yesterday. We need to make a system of inequalities. Okay. So if I want to work at most 40 hours, okay, I know I'm going to have these inequalities here. So I'm going to have x plus y, and then leave a space, 40, the question is what goes in this space? If it's at most, if the most is 40, that means it can be less than, and if the most is 40, it can equal 40. If you refer back to your notes, okay, at most is where? Right here, less than or equal to, right? All right, and I'm going to space it out over here. My other equation, we're going to talk about some money. So with x, dog walking, how much do I make? 750. So 7.50x plus, and my y, money, $6 per hour, $6 per y, car washing, okay, equals, not equals, let's leave a space, and I'm trying to make something with $100. We're trying to do at least $100. So the very least is 100. That means it can be greater than, and if it's at least, then that means it can equal 100. Back to our notes, at least can be greater than or equal to, and that's what we got, okay? Now, if you'll remember from our notes yesterday, if you can find both intercepts, you could graph it, see the double shaded area, but all this says to do is write a system of inequalities that best models a solution, okay? So that's it. Those are your two inequalities. So write a system. We wrote a system. You don't have to solve it. You don't have to do anything else, and that's good. Okay, what's the solution for the following system? Okay. Now, you could do this with menu 3, 2, 3 equations. That would work. Okay. You could do it with matrices, but the way we solved ones like this was with substitution. Okay. So if I take this one, 10z equals 50, divide by 10. Again, I'm taking the one variable one, and I get 5, okay? So now I have 2y, the 2 variable equation. I'm going to plug in 5 right there. So 2y plus 5 equals 13. I get rid of the loner, minus 5. 2y equals 8. Divide by 2. And I get y equals 4. All right, and then my third equation, 3x, my 3 variable equation, I should say. The z goes there, the y goes there. So 3x plus 2, instead of y I put 4, minus 3, instead of z I put 5. Okay, now I can do my multiplication. 3x plus 2 times 4 is 8. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Equals negative 1. We get rid of, or actually we combine like terms. 8 minus 15 is negative 7. So it would really just be 3x minus 7 equals negative 1. Plus 7 gives me 6. Divide by 3, and I get x equals 2. So if I have x, y, and z, I got to put it in that order. X, y, and z. So that's 2, 4, and 5. Okay. Remember, you can put this in your calculator. Menu 3, 2. Menu 3, you press 2. Just make sure you put a 3 equation, okay? You can type it in the exact way you see it. 3x plus 2y minus 3z equals negative 1. 2y plus z equals 13. 10z equals 50. 2, 4, 5. And that is what I had over here. 2, 4, 5. All right. Number 7. What is the solution to the following system? All right. Now, on this one, once again, we could either, there's multiple ways to do it. Menu 3, 2. Okay, or we're going to do this one with matrix though, okay? The one thing I am going to say is that let's see here. We got 5, 6, 4. We got 1, 8, -7. But on this one, we need to make sure we write this with 3 variables. So we got the -1x plus 2y. We have a missing z. What does that mean when z is missing? That means it's 0z. Okay? So on this one, it'll be -1, 2, 0. So I can write my matrix, my 3 by 3 matrix as 5, 6, 4, 1, 8, -7, -1, 2, 0 for z. Inverse, and then 10, 9, 4. All right. Again, you're going to press menu, 7, 11, 3 by 3, 5, 6. Oh boy. Six. I don't know why that was so screwed up. 5, 6, 4, 1, 8, -7, -1, 2, 0. That's not what I wanted. That's not what Okay, caret -1, go to the right, menu 7, 11, 3 tab 1, and then 10, 9, 4. All right, well, that's your answer. Let's double check it with menu 3, 2. Menu 3, you press 2. Make sure you do a 3 by 3. Or sorry, a 3 equation. Okay, we get the same numbers there, so that's good. Again, ugly, but it is what it is. So, okay, so however you want to do it, that'll work. Okay, to predict usage for new designs, they conduct a study on one typical truck. The table below shows fuel usage for rush hour driving, city street driving, freeway driving. Okay, how many gallons of fuel are used for driving on the freeway? All right, so what you can do is you can think of this as a big old matrix. All right. That makes sense. Like if we can just think of all these hours of driving as three different variables, the gas gallons being used over there is the constant. We're going to do the matrix. Okay, menu, matrix, menu 711. Okay, so menu 711, 3, tab 3. Okay, so let's type these in. Go to the right, caret -1, go to the right, menu 711, 3 by 1, and then 15 down, 23 down, 32. Okay. How many gallons were used of each? Okay. Now the answer is 2, 1, 1/3. So it's 2 hours rush hour, 2 hours city. One hour city, and then 1/3. What's 1/3 of an hour? 20 minutes freeway. Right. If you divide an hour, 60 minutes by 3, you get 20. Okay. What is the solution to the following system? Okay. Now on this one, once again, you can do a matrix. So again, this is 1, 1, -1, -1, -1, 1, -3, 1, 5, -1, -1, 2, -1, 2, 8, 20, and -4. All right, so once again, we're doing menu 711. We're doing a 3, tab 3, a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, and we do caret 1, menu 711 again, 3 by 1, 8, 20, -4. So I get 2, -4, -6 when I do that, which is C. Okay. So again, how did I do it? I did it with a matrix. I did menu 711. Okay. Oops. Okay. So here we go. All right. So we want to just write these as equations. So all right. So Jesse purchased 3 sheets of crap paper. So 3P, 4 boxes of markers, 4M, and then 5 glue sticks, 5G. Okay. 3P, 4M, 5G. His bill was $24.40. Okay. So for Jesse, 3P, 4M, 5G, 3P, 4M, 5G, 3PM, 3P, 4M, 5G. I can tell C is wrong. 3P, none of these have 3P, 4M. Okay, so that's wrong. Now the next one, Maria spent 30.40. Now I can already tell 30.40 is not over here, right? But for Maria, it should be what? 6P, 5M, 2G, 6P, 5M, 2G. Charles, 1340, there it is. And then 3P, 2M, 1G, 3P, 2M, 1G. All right. So let's make sure that what they are saying matches with your systems of equations. Okay. All right. Piggy bank only has nickel, dimes, and quarters. There are 32 coins. Okay. If it tells you how many coins and the types of coins, then you know it's going to be N plus D plus Q equals 32. N plus D plus Q equals 32. N plus D plus Q equals 32. All right, D doesn't have what we need. Okay. Now it says the total's 450. Okay. So now in front of N, I'm going to put 0.05 because it's a nickel, 5 cents. In front of D, I'm going to put 0.1 or 0.10 because that's how much a dime is worth, 10 cents. And then in front of quarters, I'm going to put 0.25 because that's a quarter. Okay. So $5 nickel, sorry, 5 cents. That's now 0.5 is wrong. Okay. A nickel is 0.05. A dime is 0.1 and a quarter is 0.25. Okay. So this is wrong. That's 50 cents. 0.5 is 50. Okay. So 0.05 is N, 0.1 D is equal to 450. Okay, that's good. 0.5, 0.1, okay. So it's between B and C. Next thing it says is the number of nickels and dimes together. So nickel plus dimes equals 8 more than the number of quarters. Quarters plus 8. Let's see here. N plus D equals 8 plus Q. N plus D equals 8 plus Q. Oh, sorry. My bad. N minus D equals 8 minus Q. Okay, that's not right. So we got B. Cool. You got to match up your systems with the word problem. Number 12, which of the following illustrates the solution to the system? All right, so starting at positive 2, okay, it should be solid and below, right? Solid is underlined, below is the less than. So it'll be this line each time. So solid line, that's good. Solid line, that's good. Solid line, that's good. Solid line, okay. And then below is good. Not below, not B. Not below, not C. Okay, and this is below. The next one, this should be dashed because it's not underlined, and above. So again, dashed because it's not underlined, and then above because it's greater than. So this is dashed, shaded above. This is solid, shaded above. It's going to be letter A. Okay. All right. Last page. You can work at most 25 hours a week. Okay. So at most, that means x plus y is going to be less than or equal to 25. So I can already tell that ain't it. It's not greater than. It's not equal to. It's at most, right? And then if you throw the money on it, 850 for x, 7 for y, it says that you want to make what? At least 150. Okay, so 8.5x plus 7y. At least means it can be greater or less, greater than or equal to 150. And that's what we got here, okay? All right. So how many hours do you have this situation? It asks, how many hours can you work as a dog walker and a car wash attendant to make it work here? So please remember, it needs to be in the double shaded area. Okay, cool. So let's try this. Hours as a dog walker. So 5 and 10. So 5, 10 right here. No. 15, 5. Yeah. 15, 15. No. And then 25, 5. No. Okay, B is the only place in the double shaded area. All right. That's it. Make sure you're ready for that test tomorrow.